by SPNRTYWRITD R667 at CHANTU00. Carmelo AnthonyThe NBA Western Conference continued its formation of super teams after Carmelo Anthony was traded on Saturday to Oklahoma City Thunder by the New York Knicks for Enes Kanter, Doug McDermott, a 2018 second-round pick. Thunder's impressive offseason continues as they have added two all-star caliber players onto their roster a year after Kevin Durant left them in free agency for the Golden State Warriors. While for New York, the melodrama which dragged on for some time finally came to an end, and now they can fully concentrate on building a team around Kristaps Porzingis. But how does this trade affect the fantasy outlook of the players? Well, let's have a look. Usage. Last season's MVP Russell Westbrook, who had set an NBA record in usage rate averaging 41.7% per match, will be the starting PG, while Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, two players with high usage rates, will fill the forward positions. It will be interesting to see how these three play alongside each other with the ball in their possession. Billy Donovan's game plan will also come under scanner as to how he intends to distribute the ball among them this season. As for Enes Kanter, he enters the Knicks team which is already overflowing at the center position, and they intend to start their star Porzingis at center from this season, so Kanter can be a rotation player at max. While in McDermott's case, the small forward position opened up with Melo's departure, so he will have to show Jeff Hornacek he deserves to start for the season. 2. Adaptability. This is the first time Melo will be on a team where there are players who are more strong offensively and are on top of their game. He will have to take the backseat and play some team basketball. To put in simple words, he will have to become the Olympic Melo, where he started alongside players better than him, but was able to adapt to suit the situation. Enes Kanter. Enes will find going tough from the fact that his defense is still not at an NBA level, while his offense is good, but without any defensive efficiency he won't be able to guarantee himself a slot in the starting lineup. The same can be said for McDermott, whose presence on the bench is more welcome than on the floor. 3. Production. George's introduction into the OKC dressing meant Westbrook's stats were going to see a dip as the scoring workload would be shared between the two, but with the introduction of Melo things get a bit complex, since all three were their team's primary scorers last season, and it will be interesting to see how they gel. But Melo might be in for a treat, since he may get more open looks as defenses pay more attention to his teammates. Expect 20 points from both Westbrook and PG-13, while Melo might see a dip from last season. 8 assists from Westbrook, with George and Melo chipping in with 3 assists. Enes may get less game time and may see a huge dip in his stat line because of the abundance in personnel at the center position for the Knicks. McDermott may get game time, but he has never been a reliable fantasy option, so we may have to monitor his performances before rostering him. 4. ADP. Even after this blockbuster trade, Westbrook is a top 5 pick, but George may have slipped to late second or early third round, while Melo might still be hovering around the 5th or 6th round. Enes is a very late round pick, while McDermott may move up a few places because of the promise of a place in the starting 5.